times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard,
Good afternoon and welcome to Patriot Basketball on Live Ticket TV. I'm Bruce Andera, and today we have the final game of the 2024-25 regular season between the visiting Rapid City Stevens Raiders and your home team, the Lincoln Patriots. Both teams are pretty solidly in the Sodak 16, but the Patriots are looking to cap a 19-1 regular season under first-year head coach Luke Hanneman. The Patriots are coming off last night's impressive 66-39 win last night over the Rapid City Central Cobblers that saw Sam DeGroat and Luke Krepke both go into double digits, and Sam Erickson heat up from the outside from outside the three-point arc. They also put up a good defensive effort, once again holding an opponent to under 50 points and moving to 18-1 on the season. The Patriots are going to head into the state playoffs as the number 1 seed, so we'll see how Coach Luke Hanneman uses his roster today. They're led in scoring by Sam DeGroat, who averages 14 points per game, as well as Sam Erickson, who can create shots from the outside, as well as point guard Brody Schaefer, who can also shoot from the outside but has the ability to drive the lane with a very quick first step. For the visiting Rapid City Stevens Raiders, they enter this game as the 15th seed in the state playoffs at 7-12. They dropped last night's game at Sioux Falls, Washington, 62-43. They'll try their hand against the number 1 team in the state to snap their 6-game losing streak, dropping several close games since their last win against Rapid City Central on February 1st. They are led on the court by Dyler Segrist and Minka Hawley, who averaged 14.5 and 12.2 points per game respectively. On the boards for the Raiders are Segrist and Kalen Brooks, who combined for 12.3 boards per contest. They do have a tall order on this one, and Hook head coach Chris Stebner will have his hands full in this final regular season game. Taking a look at the team matchup, Rapid City Stevens comes in at 17-12. They're 15th in seed points. If everything holds true, they are going to be in Brandon Valley. Now, for the Sodak 16, they score 51.2 points per game and allow 51.3 points per game, whereas Lincoln, I mean, just look at this disparity here, 66.5 points per game and allowing 47.1, near the top of the state in both categories. Rebounds, of course, Lincoln, it's just insane. When you have a team that averages over 30 rebounds per game, they average 31.5 as a team. Stevens not too bad there either, 27.3. Both teams will pass the ball around a good bit, as Lincoln has the edge here, 13.7 to 11.8. Field goal percentage, Lincoln nearly 50% on the free throw, on the field goal percentage, 47.7% from the field, and Rapid City Stevens at 41% three-pointers. Lincoln again 37.4 from the outside the three-point arc. They got so many players who can hit from out there. Rapid City Stevens at 26.8%. As a little bit of an advertisement there for this game going on down there before the introductions. We'll give you the starters for both teams here. Rapid City Stevens, they are going to be wearing the white uniforms with the blue trim, with the blue numbers and the blue and silver trim. They come out this way. They'll have 5'11" senior guard J.D. Green, 6'4" senior guard Minka Hawley, who averages 12.2 points in his own right, as we said a little bit earlier. He averages a little over 28 minutes a game. Also, Daler Segrist, 6'3" senior guard. Kalen Brooks, 6'2" senior forward. We noted his rebounding prowess, 5.9 rebounds per game and also 2.6 assists. So he's kind of one of those do-it-all swingmen, and also averages 8.8 points per game. So again, very key player there. And Dylan Szymanski, 6'4" senior center, big man underneath as well. For the Lincoln Patriots, same starting five they've had all season. Edison Knowles, 5'11" senior guard, averaging 6.4 points per game, and does so many things that just don't show up on a score sheet or a stat sheet. Sam Erickson, 6'3" junior guard, averaging 12.6 points per game, and is just fire from outside the three-point line, 42.5% from outside the three-point arc. Sam DeGroat does quite a lot, both on offense and defense. 6'6" junior forward, 14.3 points per game, leads the team. 6.5 rebounds per game, also leads the team. And then also can hit 40% from three-point land as well. We'll see if he heats up here today. Brody Schaefer, sophomore guard, 6 foot even, averages 10.6 points per game and 4.9 assists, which is pretty insane for a high school team. Luke Krepke's underneath, a 6'4" senior center, 7.1. He went off for 10 points last game, as we see some of the future Patriots coming out in this final game. Lincoln will be wearing their road red uniforms with the light blue numbers and white trim. Let's take a quick peek from around the state. Some of the girls' games did update there. Washington beat Rapid City Central 68-42. Yankton's leading Douglas late in the second, 24-17. Watertown edging out Pierre right now at the end of the first half at 28-27 in that one. On the boys' side, across town at Washington High School, there at halftime, Sioux Falls, Washington leading Rapid City Central 43-30, and Watertown leading Pierre in that's at Watertown with 2 minutes left in the first. A high-scoring game there, 22-16. We'll be giving updates throughout the day on all the games going on around the court. But here we go, final huddle there as Hanneman brings his team in for some last words of encouragement as the teams head out to the half-court circle to start this final game of the regular season. Minka Hawley in the jump circle with Sam DeGroat. Officials getting ready. The scorers table is ready. The Lincoln Patriots are ready. The Rapid City Stevens Raiders are ready. Student section's ready. The fans are ready. I'm ready. But folks, one question remains in this 20th and final game. Are you ready for Lincoln Patriot basketball? We are underway, and the tap comes back to Brody Schaefer to open things up. Lincoln starts with possession, goes to DeGroat. Now to Kremkes. That one almost knocked away there by J.D. Green, but Schaefer picks up the loose ball. He goes in from the right side, can't get it to fall. And pulling down that rebound, Daylor Segrist. Averages 6.4 rebounds per game, which leads Stevens. Hawley picks up the double team. Gets the ball inside. That's Dylan Szymanski. Szymanski up high off the glass, and Stevens takes a 2-0 lead early in the first quarter. Sam Erickson. Hawley almost knocked that one away. Gets it over to Edison Knoll. Back to Kremkes. Schaefer from the outside for three. That's a bit strong. And knocked out of bounds there by, it looks like, Kaylin Brooks. It will stay with Lincoln. 7:13 to go, first quarter. Inbound pass comes into Erickson. Drops it out to Schaefer. Knoll again gets the pick from Kremkes. Back out to DeGroat. Now to Schaefer. Kicks it back out. Erickson for three from the left side. That's strong. Rebound to Daylor Segrist. And Stevens with the ball again. Just over a minute gone in the first quarter. That's going to be Segrist. Low to Green. Working against Erickson. Gets the pick. Back out. This is going to be Kaylin Brooks from the outside. That's no good. Kremkes pulls down the rebound. Drops it out to Brody Schaefer. And Lincoln ball again. DeGroat gets the pick from Kremkes and hits from the baseline to put Lincoln's first 2 points on the board. 2-2. 6:20 remaining in the first quarter. Segrist pulls up his dribble, gets it to Brooks. Now out to Green. Back to Brooks. He's working against DeGroat. Rotates it back around. Hawley pulls up from the top of the key. 3-point shot is off the mark. Edison Knoll pulls down the rebound, and they'll run the other way. DeGroat tried to make a quick first step, but his defender there, Kaylin Brooks, quick on the ball there. Gets it back to Schaefer. Schaefer going to try to drive right side. He goes up with the shot. That's going to be short. Pulled down by, looks like that was Szymanski. And loses the ball on the other end of the court as now Edison Knoll brings the ball up. About 2.5 gone here in the first quarter. 2-2 score. DeGroat. Down low. That's going to be Kremkes. Kremkes working toward the hoop. Fakes one way, goes the other. And nice move there by Luke Kremkes as he puts in 2 points. 4-2 Lincoln lead with just about a little over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Brooks drops it out. That's going to be Segrist. Segrist with about a 20, with about an 18-footer just inside the 3-point line, and Segrist has his first 2. 4-4 game. Erickson over to Knoll. Cross court to DeGroat. Now out to Erickson. Erickson, that's his favorite spot over there deep on the right side and hits a 3-pointer. 7-4 Lincoln lead. Erickson absolutely deadly over there from that right wing. Kalen Brooks. Inside, this is going to be Szymanski. Szymanski goes up with a shot and lays that one in. 4.5 to go first quarter. 7-6, Lincoln with the lead. Pushes the ball forward. Erickson for three. Left, right side. That's going to be off the rim. Pulls down his own rebound. Kicks it out to Knoll. Now to DeGroat. DeGroat for three from the left side. Yes! Sam DeGroat, team's leading scorer, puts in that three and gives Lincoln a 4-point lead with halfway through the first quarter. Segrist out near the half-court line. Rotates it around. Minka Hawley. Here's J.D. Green. Tried to get that one to Segrist. Knocked away momentarily by Schaefer. And now Segrist will reset the offense with 10 to shoot. Brooks. 5 seconds to shoot. That's going to be from Segrist, is off the mark. And now that's Sam Erickson pulling down that rebound. Pushes it ahead to Schaefer. Schaefer on the left side. Tries to drive in, gets it over to Knoll. Back out to Erickson. To Knoll. Knoll will fire from three-point land. That's off the rim and not quite. Szymanski pulls down the rebound. Stevens with the ball. That one's knocked away. DeGroat. DeGroat gives it to Krempkes. Krempkes strong to the hoop, and he'll find his way to the foul line. 3:13 to play in the first quarter. 10-6 Lincoln with the lead. We have our first foul of the game. And that's, I believe, is going to be Dylan Szymanski. His first foul, the team's first. Luke Krempke's at the line. He scored 10 last night, and he's a 67.6% from the free throw line. First shot good. DeAndre Painter comes in. Edison Knoll will take a breather. DeAndre Painter, one of the offensive forces off the bench for the Lincoln Patriots. He averages 7.3 points per game and about an average of 12 minutes per game. Second shot from Krempkes. That is good. And now coming into the game, Justin Bilal. He will go in for Krempkes. Justin Bilal, big defensive and rebounding monger. Again off the bench, 4.2 points is 2.7 rebounds per game as he averages about 11.5 minutes per game. J.D. Green picks up his dribble. Drops it out. That's going to be Segrist. Segrist tries to split the defense. Can't do it. Now it spins around and fires. And yes, nothing but net there. As you would expect from the team's leading scorer. Has 4 on the afternoon so far. 12-8. Lincoln with a lead. Schaefer from three. That's offline. And Segrist pulls down that rebound. Stays in bounds doing it. Works against Painter. And now Stevens pushes the ball forward. Segrist over to the left side. That's going to be Kalen Brooks. Rotates it back around. Segrist over to Green. Green for three from the right side. That's off the back of the rim. Segrist with the rebound. As a fresh 35 comes up, Minka Hawley. Now resets. Works against DeAndre Painter. And he misses that one. Bilal with a nice flying leap for the rebound. Kicks it out. Painter for three. Left corner. Yes! What he knows how to do so well. Just over 2 to play in the first quarter. 15-8 Lincoln with the lead. Brooks. Inside, that's going to be Szymanski. Szymanski goes up against DeGroat. DeGroat blocks the shot and gets his own rebound. Schaefer now pushing the ball forward. Bilal for three from left side. That's around and out. Only man under the hoop there, Kalen Brooks. And Stevens with the ball again. Minute 40 to go, first quarter. Down low, that's Szymanski. Hawley rotates it back around. Now it's going to be Kalen Brooks on the right side. Working against Bilal. Goes high off the rim. That's no good. It's going to end up out of bounds. Lincoln ball. Minute 25 to go. Several substitutes coming in for both teams. Edison Knoll and Isaiah Tier coming in. For Lincoln is Schaefer will take a seat. Erickson will take a seat. And some new players over there. Jess Christensen on for Stevens along with Dalton Szymanski. We also have, let's see here, who else is out there? Lucas Marcus also takes a spot on the floor. Here's DeGroat. DeGroat, he's working against Kalen Brooks. Painter. Now over to Tier. Isaiah Tier drives in from the right side, finds himself triple team. Bilal for three. That's just barely didn't go. I think somebody narrowed the rim on that one. It ends up out of bounds as Krempkes returns to the game. We'll see who he replaces. Yeah, it looks like Sam DeGroat's going to come off the floor here momentarily. Edison Knoll to make the inbound pass for Lincoln. 34 to shoot, 59 to go in the first quarter. Inbound comes to Isaiah Tier. Tier inside to Krempkes. Krempkes, he's working against Christensen. Tried to go up with a shot, and we have a whistle. Foul on Taylor Segrist. That'll be his first, team second. Not a lot of fouls here in the first quarter. 50.7 seconds to go. Painter for three from the left side. Yes! His second three-point shot gives Lincoln a 10-point lead late in the first. Brooks goes up against Krempkes. He lays that one in as he had a bit of an open lane there. 18-10. Edison Knoll going to bring the ball up for Lincoln. About a 1 second differential between game and shot clock. Bilal over to Knoll. Gets the pick from Bilal. Over to Krempkes, now to Painter. Drops it out to Knoll. He'll reset the offense. Takes a few dribbles, now comes back out to the half-court line. Here's the initiated offense. Now Painter's in position. Gets the pick from Krempkes. Passes over to Painter. Painter, open three from the right side. That misses, and that will do it for the first quarter. Good first quarter for the Lincoln Patriots. They lead 18-10 at the end of one. We'll be back in a moment for the second quarter. You're watching Lincoln Patriot basketball on Live Ticket TV.
When our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest?
And back here to the Lincoln High Gym as we open the second quarter between the Rapid City Stevens Raiders wearing the white and the Lincoln Patriots wearing their reds. 18-10 as we open the second quarter is Rapid City Stevens with the ball here. That's Lucas Marcus. He makes a drive to the hoop, gets it, and the foul. That's his first 2 points of the game. Cuts the lead to 6. And I believe that you're going to get Edison Knoll on this one. That's his first and the team's first. Across town at Washington there right now, we still only have a halftime score there, 43-30. Watertown leading Pierre 35-20. That's with a minute left in the second. As it looks like Lucas Marcus will hit the free throw and cut the lead to 5. 18-13 early on in the second quarter. Krempkes with the ball, kicks it back out to Schaefer. Schaefer drives in, now gets it to Krempkes. Krempkes fakes once, now goes up and strong to the hoop. He hits that one. He's got 6 on the afternoon. 20-13 Lincoln with the lead. Marcus. That's Dalton Szymanski. And Taylor Segrist, that's no good. He rebounds Jess Christensen. Now drops it out. Here's Kalen Brooks for 3 from the top of the key. That one's short. Sam Erickson on the rebound. Now pushes the ball forward, going 2-on-3. DeGroat all alone under the hoop, left side, puts it in. He's up to 7 on the afternoon, and Lincoln runs the lead to 9. That one comes back to Segrist, over to Kalen Brooks. Back out to Segrist. Kicks it over, Marcus. Puts one up from 10 from the baseline, that's no good. Christensen tried to pull that one down, Krempkes ripped it away, and they'll give the ball to the Lincoln Patriots. And it looks like we have Minka Hawley coming back into the game, as well as Dylan Szymanski, as it will be Kalen Brooks taking a seat, as well as Jess Christensen. Pair of substitutes here for Chris Stebner and the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Lincoln leading 22-13, about 6.5 to go in the second. Erickson drives into the lane, gets it to Kremke's, now to Knoll. Knoll for three from the left side. That's out, off the rim and out. Nice tap back by Minka Hawley, and Rapid City Stevens has the ball as they open with Lucas Marcus, passing the ball over to Dalton Shemansky. Now back to Minka Hawley. Now back to Marcus. Hawley picks up his dribble, pivots around, trying to work against DeGroat there, and that's going to be a 5-second held ball. Nice defense there by Sam DeGroat. Well, excuse me, it's a timeout called before the held ball. Chris Stebner will take that timeout there. 5:51 to go in the second quarter, 22-13. Lincoln holding the lead. So Rapid City Stevens there in a little bit of a lead. Again, we were celebrating between games, and you might have seen it on stream here before we came on. The 1995 state championship team for Lincoln High School is appropriately in a game against Rapid City Stevens, because in that 1995 title game, Lincoln beat the Rapid City Stevens Raiders 79-51 in that title game, and that was just quite the title run. They were 3-7 at midseason, worked their record, would go into the state tournament at 10-10, face this 20-1 Watertown team, beat them, then knock off the top seed in the tournament and Spearfish. Before then the third night, I don't know, maybe it was adrenaline, maybe it was something, but 28-point blowout over the Stevens team to win that 95 state title. That was their second state title in school history. Shot coming up there, that's going to be Dylan Shemansky, misses that. Edison Knoll pulls down the rebound. And this Lincoln team definitely, record-wise, far better off than that 95 team was at the end of their regular season. But Erickson pulls up his dribble, gets back to DeGroat. Luke Hanneman in his first season, like I said, he was a player under Robin Burgard. That's going to be Erickson hitting the fadeaway jumper. 24-13. But yeah, he was a player under Robin Burgard. And that's a three-pointer. He's going to get fouled. That's going to be Brody Schaefer committing the foul there. 3 free throws coming for Rapid City Stevens. But yeah, it's a Luke Hanneman. He was a player under Robin Burgard during the 08-09 run that saw that Lincoln Patriot team run the table. 25-0 going to the state championship, beating Huron in that championship game. And then I think he did it as an assistant coach at Roosevelt a few years ago, where Roosevelt ran the tables in the same manner. And coming into the game here, Kalen Brooks replacing Dalton Shemansky. 24-14, Lincoln with the lead. At the line, Taylor Segrist. He's 80% from the charity stripe. 14.5 points a game. That one's off the back of the rim. Luke Kremke pulls down that rebound. We go back Lincoln way. Brody Schaefer, having picked up his first foul, brings the ball up. Here's Sam Erickson. Pulls up, jumper, three-pointer. Oh yeah, that is just his spot over there on the right wing. From about 5 feet behind the three-point arc, he's hit 3 of those so far this afternoon. 27-14. Erickson now has 8. Running into a triple team. Kicks it back out to the top of the key. Brooks heads over. That's going to be Minka Hawley. Hawley with a little jumper. That goes in. 4.5 to go in the first half. Schaefer bringing the ball up, 27-16. 11-point lead for the Patriots. Erickson over to DeGroat. Back to Erickson again from deep from the right side. That one's off the rack, and Brooks will pull down the rebound. Here's Rapid City Stevens. Long inbound pass there. That comes into Minka Hawley. Back out to Brooks. Around to Marcus. Brooks again. This one's going to be Dylan Shemansky. Kicks it back out. Hawley. Now to Segrist. 13 to shoot, and the shot attempt. That's a three-pointer for Lucas Marcus. He has 6. Cuts the lead to 8. 3.5 to play in the first half. Schaefer. Schaefer with the ball, gets it to Erickson. Erickson from deep on the top of the key, hits another 3. Sam Erickson just hitting them from well outside the three-point line. He's up to 11 on the afternoon. The lead is also 11, 30-19. Segrist will reset the offense with 20 to shoot. Now to Brooks. Hawley for three from up top, and he hits this one. Hawley up to 5. 30-22 with just under 3 to play in the first half. Schaefer gets the pick from Krempkes, but doesn't take it. Now drives in from the left side, gets it to wide open Krempkes under the hoop, and he'll lay that one in. 10-point lead for Lincoln. 8 points now for Krempkes. Doing pretty much the same as last night, and this one's going to be Kalen Brooks with a three-pointer from the right side. Timeout, Rapid City Stevens. 2:27 to go in the first half. 32-22. Lincoln with the lead. It looks like a pair of substitutes coming in on both sides. As let's check the out-of-town scoreboard, as it were. Washington, like I said, we only have a halftime score there, 43-30. Watertown leading Pier. That's at Watertown High School on the boys' side. Late in the first half, 35-22. And right now, the game you're watching is 32-25. Lincoln with the lead there on the girls' side. Earlier today, Rapid City Stevens wrapped up a 15-5 regular season before this game against the Lincoln girls to 55-34 there. Sioux Falls, Washington knocks off Rapid City Central 68-42. That one also earlier this afternoon. Yankton leading Douglas at halftime 30-23. Watertown also last report was at halftime 28-27. And Brookings Spearfish, no report from them yet. So we'll keep you updated as things change. But as far as Hanneman's huddle there, we have just kind of keep doing what you're doing. Your defense has been great. You've built up a 7-point lead. Now we just hopefully make a few of our shots, be a little bit sharper on the floor. 3 substitutes come in for Lincoln. Isaiah Tier, Justin Bilal, DeAndre Painter. As the starters still on the floor, Brody Schaefer and Sam DeGroat. For the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, they have J.D. Green, looks like Kalen Brooks. We have Dylan Shemansky, we have Dalton Shemansky, and Seth Powell. DeAndre Painter goes up 1-on-2 and gets blocked. Rapid City Stevens with the ball. Here's J.D. Green. Drops it over to Seth Powell. Green back over to Brooks. Brooks fakes the three-pointer. Goes off Bilal's foot, and a kick ball called. Stays with Rapid City Stevens. 23 to shoot, minute 58 to go in the second quarter. Ball will come out from underneath, from the baseline. Long inbound pass to Kalen Brooks. Gets almost out to the half-court stripe. Drops it out to Seth Powell. Now to Dalton Shemansky. Kalen Brooks. Brooks trying to find room to go. Tries to go between Isaiah Tier and Justin Bilal. And it looks like we'll have a foul, and I think they're going to get Bilal. Yep. Bilal will commit his first. That's the team's third. Inbound from the baseline. He's going to get it to Dylan Shemansky as he'll score that one real quick. He's up to 6 on the afternoon, 32-27. Lincoln holding a 5-point lead. Bilal to Schaefer. Schaefer trying to find room, gets it to DeGroat. Now to Painter. Painter up and under, doesn't quite get the members roll, and that's going to be Dylan Shemansky on the rebound. Minute 20 to go, second quarter. J.D. Green over to Powell. Powell tries a little dribble trick. Bilal cuts him off. Now to Dalton Shemansky. Shemansky, Painter works through that. Now a loose ball. That one's picked up by Dalton Shemansky. Shemansky up with the shot. That doesn't go. Dylan Shemansky. Now he's going to go. He's going to get blocked by DeGroat, but DeGroat will pick up the foul. DeGroat will pick up his first foul, team's fourth. 54 seconds to go, as it will be Dylan Shemansky at the line for 2 shots, 5.3 points per game, 45.8% from the free throw stripe. First shot up, that goes. It cuts the lead to 4, and now it looks like Sam Erickson and Edison Knoll returning to the game. Schaefer and DeGroat will take a seat. Second shot up. That one's off the back of the rim. Pulled down by Dalton Shemansky. Kicks it back out, and Stevens will restart their offense. J.D. Green over to the left to the right side, takes the pick. Gets the ball over to Dylan Shemansky. Now it goes to Dalton. Back out to Kalen Brooks. Seth Powell regains control of the ball. Tier tries to recover on defense. Brooks rotates it down. Here's J.D. Green for 3 points. That's off the back of the rim, and Sam Erickson pulls down that rebound. Sam Erickson, don't often mention him on the rebound game, but 2.6 per game. He's a contributor there as well. Shot clock is off here at the end of the first half. 32-28, Lincoln with a 4-point lead. Erickson hanging out back by the half-court line. Takes the deep three from the top. Oh, almost hit that one. Clock shows 1.1 seconds as the whistle blows on the rebound. This will go against Rapid City Stevens, and that's going to go against Dalton Shemansky. That's his first. 2 shots for Edison Knoll, as it looks like they'll get him on the shot. Tried to put on the putback, fouled on the putback there. Edison Knoll, 6.4 points per game. He shoots free throws at about 67%. Also 3.3 rebounds, and like I said, just kind of one of those glue players. Hanneman's going to go ahead and pull 2 of his rebounders off the line. With only 1.1 second to go in the first half. No real need there. Edison Knoll, second shot. That goes begging. And ball bounds away before a shot can go off. We are at the end of the first half. Lincoln leading 33-28 here at the Lincoln Gym. We'll be back here in a bit with a little bit of a first half roundup as well as some scores from out of town, and we'll set you up for the second half. Until then, we're taking a break. It's halftime. You're watching Patriot Basketball on Live Ticket TV.
Problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
In times like
And welcome back to the Lincoln High Gym here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It is halftime here as the Lincoln Patriots lead the Rapid City Stevens Raiders 33-28. A little bit of scoring leaders here from this game as Sam Erickson, 11 points, three three-pointers, all of them from deep range. Also, Luke Krempkes comes up with 10. Gaylor Segrist, he's leading the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. I believe he's got right around 8. As far as some other games around the area, Sioux Falls, Washington, they're leading Rapid City Central on the boys' side, 78-56. That's with 2 minutes to go in the fourth. So Washington seems to be well on their way to a victory. Rapid City Central will probably drop to 8-12. Watertown leading Pierre, 46-32. That's at the end of the third. That's happening over at Watertown High School. The game you're watching, 33-28. Lincoln is leading Rapid City Stevens. On the girls' side, Rapid City Stevens girls, they put a cap on a 15-5 record, defeating the hometown Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots 55-34 to close out their seasons. Washington over Rapid City Central, 68-42. Yankton still over Douglas. Again, we don't have an update from that game. And Watertown at last report also leading Pierre. No report also from the Brookings Spearfish game as well. So a few minutes here to go before we hit the floor. And hit the floor running for the final 16 minutes of the 2024-25 regular season. We're talking SODAC 16 here. Lincoln, I don't see a scenario where they drop out of that number 1 seed. But as of right now, as if everything holds, they would be playing Douglas in the SODAC 16 probably next Saturday. And we should have that game right here on Live Ticket TV as well. And that would close our season, because once you get to state tournament, that's covered by South Dakota Public Broadcasting. Rapid City Stevens are 7-12. They're fighting hard and staying in this game. Some strong defensive play and some good offensive moves. Coach Chris Stebner has definitely used his bench to his fullest here. And right now they are trailing by 5 points. As we prepare to open the second half, it will be Lincoln ball when we open the second half as well. And it looks like both teams are going to send out their starting fives. And for Lincoln here, it looks like it is going to be their starting five. Edison Knoll, Sam Erickson, Sam DeGroat, Brody Schaefer, and Luke Kremkes. For the Stevens Raiders, I believe they're sending out their starting five as well. As we kind of wait for final word here, and then that would be J.D. Green, Minka Hawley, Taylor Segrist, Kalen Brooks, and Dylan Shemansky. As the buzzer sounds, Lincoln is taking to the floor. Sam Erickson with 11. Looks like we have Sam DeGroat with 7, and Kremkes with 8. And it does look like the starting five for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, as Lincoln will take the ball to open the second half. Brody Schaefer bringing it up. Over to DeGroat. Inside to a cutting Sam Erickson. Sam Erickson well in position and beats the defense. He's up to 13 on the afternoon. Extends the lead to 7. Segrist has 5 points alongside also Minka Hawley and Kalen Brooks. All three of them with 5 points for Rapid City Stevens. Their team leader Dylan Shemansky with 7. Kicks it back out. Gets it to Brooks. Brooks does control it. Now back to Hawley. Hawley will reset as J.D. Green out now at the point. 8 to shoot. 5 to shoot. Hawley, 3 to shoot. Finally fires over to Groat. Gets it a little bit too high. Offensive rebound. Hawley again up with the shot. Yeah, that's not quite good. And here comes Luke Kremkes and Brody Schaefer the other direction. Schaefer drops it to Kremkes. Now to Edison Knoll. Knoll drives in. Almost slides too far, but spins and fires. Kremkes on the offensive rebound. Fakes once, and he'll make his way to the foul line. As a foul committed by the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, as we'll take a quick peek at the halftime stats. 46% for Stevens, 43% from the field for Lincoln. Lincoln, of course, leads on the three-point side, 35 to 27%. 17-15 in rebounds for Lincoln, and only 2 turnovers the entire game, both committed by the Raiders. Kremke's up with the first shot. That is up and good. Just over a minute gone in the third quarter. 8-point lead now. Kremke's now has 9. Luke Kremke, senior center, 6'4". Plays about 20 minutes a game. Pretty good at the free throw shooter. Misses the second. Schaefer on the rebound. Gets it back to Schaefer. Schaefer, baseline 3. Yes! Brody Schaefer has his first 3 points of the game. And Lincoln extends the lead to 11. Segrist. Brooks. Cross court to Green. Green drives the baseline. Gets cut off by Erickson. Segrist gets it inside, and Hawley tries to gather the ball but gets fouled. So the first foul for the Lincoln Patriots in the third quarter. That will go against Edison Knoll. It's his second. First foul for Lincoln in the third quarter. Baseline inbound. Comes to Brooks. Brooks gets it to, looks like Dylan Shemansky. And finally taps the ball back in. Dylan Shemansky now up to 9. 39-30, Lincoln leads. About 2 minutes gone in this third quarter. Nice drive by Brody Shaver, and that's that quick first step. Teams have been cutting off the right-hand side of the lane, so he's learned how to do it on the left as well. Nice block there, Sam DeGroat. Blocks the drive from Kalen Brooks. DeGroat bringing up the ball, and here's Schaefer. Schaefer for three, right side. That's going to be off the back of the rim. Kalen Brooks pulls down the rebound, and it's 41-30. Lincoln leads. Stevens with the ball. Nice little bump there. Segrist misses the shot. Krempke's on the rebound. Pushes the ball forward. Edison Knoll takes the 10-foot jumper. That's not good. Dylan Shemansky pulls down the rebound, but gets fouled on the way back as Krempke's got a little bit too much of the ball and got a little bit of arm as well. Krempke's will pick up his first foul. That's the team's second. 5.5 to play here in the third quarter. Lincoln leading 41-30. J.D. Green bringing the ball up. Minka Hawley. Now over to Kalen Brooks. And here's Daylor Segrest. He's going to get fouled on the shot. The shot goes off to the right side. And Brody Schaefer will pick up his second foul, the team's third already. 5:17 to go in the quarter. Here's Daylor Segrest, again the 80% free throw shooter on the season. First shot good. Now the second of 3 free throws. Hanneman watching closely his team from the other side of the court. Second shot good. DeAndre Painter coming into the game. He'll check in for Schaefer. Chris Stebner, of course, he's kind of coaching up his bench players as well, getting them ready for when they're ready to go in. Taylor Segrist hits his third. Segrist is up to 8 points on the day. Cuts the lead to 8. Edison Knoll brings up the ball, gives it to Erickson. Over to Painter. It's going to be Edison Knoll inside to Krempke's. Now to DeGroat. DeGroat picks up the wild pass, goes up with the shot, strong to the hoop and puts it in. He's up to 9 points on the day. Segrist finds some room on the left side, tries to spin. Krempke's right there to cut him off. Loose ball picked up by Stevens. Here's Kalen Brooks. Cross court. J.D. Green had to duck that bullet of a pass, and it ends up out of bounds. So Isaiah Tier, Brody Schaefer, and Justin Bilal all come into the game. Erickson, Knoll, and Krempke's will take a seat. Lincoln ball, 4:40 to go, third quarter. Brody Schaefer gets it to Tier. Back to Tier, over to Schaefer. Painter for three, right side, that's off the rim. Tap back, Bilal pulls down the rebound. Schaefer now for three. Yes! Buries that in the hoop. 46-33, timeout Rapid City Stevens. 4:17 to go, and Lincoln has built their lead back to 13. And if you like our high school basketball like we do here on Live Ticket TV, I highly encourage you to join Jason Andera every Wednesday on 605sports.com and YouTube for Inside the 605. Jason will take you through the top performers and results from the previous week and help get you set up for the week ahead in South Dakota basketball with new rankings, as well as all the key matchups, interviews, and inside information in the world of high school basketball in South Dakota. That's Inside the 605 on 605sports.com and YouTube. So again, only about 3 weeks left of that is SODAC 16 next week. We'll have that here on Live Ticket TV. I'll be probably calling 2 different games, probably more than likely Lincoln's home game, as well as probably one other. Who knows? We'll have to see how the schedule falls. But if the schedule holds and everything else holds, Rapid City Stevens, right now they stand to be playing in Brandon Valley for their SODAC 16 game, and that's not going to be an easy game either, because Brandon Valley, they gave Lincoln all they could handle in that home game, and Lincoln pulled away at the end. That one probably a few weeks ago, but as Lincoln, they've been through a few tests. Their only loss to Mitchell. We had that one here on Live Ticket TV as Minka Hawley puts that one in. Yeah, their true test against Mitchell, that was here on this floor, and Lincoln ended up falling in that one, but that's their only loss on the season. Schaefer, he's working against Lucas Marcus, gets it out to Bilal. Bilal for three from the corner. Oh no! DeAndre Painter tips that one back in and gets the bounce. 48-35. Lincoln with the lead. Segrist. And I think they're going to get Bilal on this one. No, Schaefer's going to pick that one up. Schaefer with his third foul. Team's fourth. 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Schaefer will come off the floor. As returning to the game is Edison Knoll. Marcus to Brooks. Tries to get it inside, and the ball kicks around. A little bit of a soccer match going on down there under the hoop. Ball will go to Lincoln. Leading by 13 points. A little over halfway through the third quarter. Final game of the 2024-25 regular season. DeGroat drives inside and puts home the little 5-foot floater. 15-point lead for the Patriots, 50-35. Marcus driving baseline. Tries to get it to teammate Dylan Shemansky and just ends up overshooting it. Now ball ends up out of bounds. And coming into the game here, Dalton Shemansky. He will replace Minka Hawley for the Raiders. Raiders ball. Inbounding from the baseline. Gets it into Brooks. Back to Segrist. Segrist for three. Yes. And Segrist now has 11. Lead cut to 12. Edison Knoll thought about the three. Thought better of it. Gets it back to Painter. Now to Knoll. Knoll drives baseline. Gets it to Painter. Painter now drives in. Puts up a 10-footer from the baseline. That doesn't go. Segrist on the rebound. Comes back to Lucas Marcus. Now to Segrist. Over to the left side. Segrist again from just inside the three-point line. That's short. Bilal pulls down the rebound and he can't quite handle it. Ends up out of bounds. Rapid City Stevens ball. 2:13 to go third quarter. 50-38. Lincoln with a 12-point lead. Segrist making the inbound pass to Brooks. Brooks being guarded by Bilal. He goes up and strong to the hoop. He hits that little jumper. Cuts the lead to 10. Knoll. Several players ready to come in for Lincoln. They got three over there at the scorer's table, and now Stevens has one. No, the Stevens has two over there. But that's Justin Bilal putting that one in. Getting a nice forward bounce. Timeout called. 20-second timeout by Luke Hanneman and the Lincoln Patriots to get some substitutes in. Minute 47 to go in the third. 52-40. Bilal hits that little jumper. He's been very good off the bench for that. I think we can look forward to a lot of that next year. So Bilal will almost undoubtedly make it into the starting rotation. As you know, they're only going to lose two starters off this team, this Lincoln Patriot team. Edison Knoll and Luke Krempke's two of the four seniors on this team. They'll also lose their bench player Isaiah Tier, and then Spencer Schramm, who primarily plays with the upcoming players. But this team is going to stay mostly together for at least the next year or the next 2 years. DeAndre Painter, Brody Schaefer, still only sophomores. I'm sure we'll see more by Justin Bilal in the starting lineup. Some of the players we've seen kind of at the tail end of games. Lucas Honor, I'm sure he might make his way onto the regular roster next year as well as Owen Duffy, as we've seen them quite a bit. Usually the first of the rest of the substitutes off the bench in some of the more blowout games. Brooks blocked by Krempke's, but a foul with a minute 37 to go. Edison Knoll will pick up this foul. It's his third. That will put Rapid City Stevens into the bonus. 52-40. Here's Kalen Brooks averages 8.8 points per game, 5.9 rebounds, and 2.6 assists. 61% free throw shooter, hits this one. He's up to 8 points on this afternoon. Second shot up, second shot good. 52-42 is now Minka Hawley will make his return to the game. Kalen Brooks will take a little bit of a breather. Brody Schaefer bringing up the ball as we have, looks like the starting five back on the floor for the Lincoln Patriots. DeGroat to Knoll, back to Krempkes, inside DeGroat, all alone under the hoop, and nice passing, nice ball movement, and an even better shot there for Sam DeGroat as he moves up to 13 points on the afternoon. 12-point lead for the Lincoln Patriots. 3-point fired, 3-point made. Lucas Marcus, he's been good at that this afternoon. He's up to 9. That's 3 of those outside shots he's made. About a minute to go in the third. 9-point lead. Schaefer drops out to Knoll, back to Erickson. Erickson for 3, right side, that misses. Schaefer strong to the rebound, and he gets fouled. That'll be Stevens' second foul. 53.7 seconds to go. And Daylor Segrist will pick up his third foul as he'll come off the floor in favor of Seth Powell. And Segrist, he's just not understanding something about the foul or something. He's pleading with his coach. And now the officials are going to discuss some things. And okay, the foul is going to go against Lucas Marcus. So it does not go against Segrist. Lucas Marcus picks up his first foul. Drops out to Schaefer. Schaefer spins around, gets it to DeGroat. DeGroat in the corner. Now back out to Erickson. On the outside. Inside to Krempkes. Krempkes at the block. Spins and fires. That's good. Nice little jump shot there from the block. He's up to 11. That's 3 players in double digits for the Lincoln Patriots. And a lost ball over there. This goes back to Lincoln with 33.5 seconds to go in the third. 56-45, an 11-point lead for the Patriots. Rapid City Stevens, they surprisingly brought along a pretty good contingent here from across the state. Brody Schaefer, he's working against Seth Powell. Decides when to initiate the offense. 15 seconds to go. The shot clock is off. Now drives right side, gets it to Krempkes. Krempkes wasn't expecting it. It does end up going off Rapid City Stevens and out of bounds. This will be Lincoln ball with 8 seconds to go in the third. Schaefer making the inbound pass to Erickson. Erickson for 3, right side, that's offline. Rebound is Brody Schaefer. Schaefer puts it back up. That hits nothing. DeGroat tries to wing it into the court. It ends up behind the backboard. We're at the end of 3 here at the Lincoln High Gym, where Lincoln leads 56-45. We're back with the final 8 minutes of this regular season. You're watching Patriot basketball on Live Ticket TV.
It's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn.
Welcome back to the Lincoln Gym. The final 8 minutes of the regular season is upon us. We'll also have for you here on Live Ticket TV selected games from the Sodak 16. That's coming up next weekend. 56-45, Lincoln leads this one. There's a couple of updates here. Sioux Falls, Washington beats Rapid City Central 78-64. Watertown up big on Pier. They're going to win that game. They're up 67-44 late in the fourth. And on the girls' side, one update there. Pierre beats Watertown 60-48. Game you're watching, Lincoln leads Rapid City Stevens 56-45 early in the fourth. Brody Schaefer brings up the ball. Here is Sam Erickson. Back out to Krempkes on the outside. He'll just pop one from three. Yes! Luke Krempkes makes it. That makes it a team high 14 points. Krempkes, he is prone to fire from out there and does hit him at about a 25% rate. So even he can contribute from out there. He's usually normally from underneath the hoop, but here's Segrist. Cross-court pass. This is going to be Micah Hawley. Hawley tries to drive. He's cut off by Knoll. Inside, that's going to be Dylan Szymanski. Szymanski now working against Krempkes. Pivots one way, pivots the other, goes up with a shot, doesn't go. Krempkes with the rebound, now covers the ball. And Lincoln with the ball with about a minute gone in the fourth. 14-point lead. Krempkes thinks about the three, passes to Knoll. DeGroat on the block, working against Brooks. Gets that one punched out. Erickson can't handle it. Minka Hawley picks it up. Going 2-on-4. Lincoln very quick back on defense. Segrist from the outside, that's too strong. And pulled down by Edison Knoll. Brody Schaefer bringing up the ball. Knoll, DeGroat. Over to Schaefer. Thought about the three, now gets it to Krempkes. Erickson takes the pick. Tries to drive in just inside the free throw line and puts that one in. 61-45, 16-point lead for the Patriots. About 6 minutes to go and a timeout called by the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. So they'll have two left. Lincoln has three. 61-45 in this one. Lincoln with a solid lead. And head coach Luke Hanneman, a very nice job with this team. This is a team that last year, it was Jeff Halseth's final season, and nothing against Jeff Halseth. I mean, he's got state championships on his resume with a lot of these same players. I mean, ends up 10 wins, 11 losses, but they were a very young team. They missed the state tournament, this Lincoln team. But everybody said before this season, watch out, these guys are going to be good. And my God, have they absolutely proven that? They are 18-1. They are all well on their way to their 19th win of the season. Number one in both the media poll as well as in their seed point position. Heading into the SODAC 16 next week. Like I said, if everything holds, they're probably playing Douglas sometime next weekend. We'll have to wait for the schedule on that to come out. That should come out either later tonight or possibly Monday. So we'll have to see on that one. But looks like sending out to the court Edison Knoll, Sam Erickson, DeAndre Painter, Justin Bilal, and Sam DeGroat. For Rapid City Stevens, it is Kalen Brooks, Taylor Segrest, Dylan Szymanski, Minka Hawley, and Lucas Marcus. 6:06 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll see what Stebner draws up for his Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Kalen Brooks dribbles in, tries left side, goes up against DeGroat, misses the shot. DeGroat picks up the rebound. Wings it around, now brings the ball up himself. Going to try to drive the defense, and a whistle blows as it looks like they got him from behind. That'll be the team's first foul of the fourth quarter. And Kalen Brooks will pick up the foul. That's his first of the game. Inbound pass coming from the baseline. Out to it goes to Bilal. Now to Painter. Over to Knoll. Knoll fakes the three. Now drops it out to Erickson. Erickson up on the block. Tried to go up with a shot. That gets blocked by Szymanski. And Stevens now with the ball trying to cut into the lead. Segrist gets it over to Dylan Szymanski, and Dylan Szymanski does lay that in. He's got ties with the team high with 11. Both Dylan Szymanski and Taylor Segrist, both with 11. 61-47. Lincoln with a 14-point lead. A little over 5 to play. Justin Bilal puts that one up and gets the nice roll. Justin Bilal now with 4. As Lincoln restores a 16-point lead. Brooks, three-pointer from the top of the key, short. DeGroat pulls down that rebound. Fires it over to Erickson. Now down in the corner to Painter. Painter going to drive baseline, gets it to Bilal. Bilal for three off from the corner. That doesn't go. And we have a whistle there as this will go to Rapid City Stevens. And I think that just went off the bottom or the top of the backboard or something like that. Just went off the wire. It's considered out of bounds. Now it looks like we have a few more substitutes here as Isaiah Tier makes his way onto the court. Sam Erickson takes a breather. This is going to be Shemansky, and that's now going to be Minka Hawley with the three-point shot. He's now up to 10, and timeout on the floor. 4:32 to go, 13-point lead for the Lincoln Patriots, 63-50. And Tia Stevens is going to take a full timeout, so they'll have one remaining. 4:32 left in this one. Let's take a quick peek at the out-of-town scoreboard. On the boys' side, Sioux Falls, Washington beats Rapid City Central 78-64. Watertown, they're going to be beating Pierce 67-44. And right now, no report from Yankton Douglas or Brookings Spearfish. On the girls' side, Rapid City Stevens girls, they ended up beating the Sioux Falls Lincoln girls to 55-34 earlier today. Sioux Falls, Washington over Rapid City Central 68-42. Yankton beats Douglas 55-33. Pierre over Watertown 60-48. And just getting started in the second quarter, Brookings leading Spearfish 21-15. So some exciting action around the state here in Class AA. Bruce Andera with you here in Live Ticket TV's presentation of Lincoln Patriot basketball. SODAC 16s next week. Those will be our final basketball broadcasts of the season. So that schedule remains to be seen. So kind of a TBA there on that one, but hopefully we'll let you know when and where everything is going to land as far as the broadcast schedule. Stevens now applying some pressure. DeAndre Painter gets the inbound pass. He's working against Dalton Shemansky. Down to Tier. Back out to Painter. Over to Schaefer. Painter. Now Painter. That's going to be Bilal. To Tier. That one's knocked away. Minka Hawley, he's got nothing but net going. He slams it home. Halfway through the fourth quarter. 63-52. Well, slam dunk or no, it still only counts 2 points. But Minka Hawley up to 12 points, and that's a team high. Painter over to Tier. Back out to Painter. Schaefer. Try to bleed some clock here in the last half of the fourth quarter. Out to Isaiah Tier. Schaefer gets cut off on the baseline drive. Now gets it back out to the point. 7 to shoot. Schaefer drives in. DeGroat hits the three from the corner. Sam DeGroat now 16 on the afternoon. Lincoln's lead is now 14 with about 3:15 to go. Brooks. Segrist. Segrist has his three-pointer blocked. A rebound, Rapid City Stevens. Once again, that's not good from Dalton Shemansky, and Lincoln has the ball with 3 minutes to play. DeGroat to Tier. Now to Painter. Over to Schaefer. Floats that one in from inside the lane. He's up into double digits now. That's 4 players for Lincoln in double digits. Shemansky puts that one in. Dalton scores on that one. His first 2 points of the game, 2.5 to play. 68-54, Lincoln up by 14. Schaefer. Seth Powell working well on defense there. Now over to Painter again on the right side. Tries the drive lane, gets cut off, gets it out to Tier. Tier to the elbow, now back out to Schaefer. Reset and restart, 12 to shoot. Schaefer drives into the lane, gets fouled on his way in. Hanneman liking what he's seeing. And Piao will take that foul, second foul there. And now some more substitutes on both sides here. Looks like Lucas Marcus back into the game. Erickson, Kremkes, Knoll all back into the game. Starting 5 again for Lincoln. 2 minutes to play. Schaefer drops it out to Knoll. Knoll gets it back to Schaefer. Back out by the half-court line. Takes the pick from Kremkes. Tries to get it to Kremkes on the drive. He can't quite do that. Gives right into the back of Kalen Brooks, and it's Rapid City Stevens' ball. Lucas Marcus drives underneath the hoop, loses control of the ball. That ends up out of bounds. Lincoln ball. Minute 35 remaining in this one, 68-54. Bruce Andera with you here and Live Ticket TV's presentation of Lincoln Patriots basketball. We're hoping you're enjoying this presentation here. Lincoln's up 14 points. Comes back out to Sam DeGroat. And DeGroat will bring it across half court. I'm sure the strategy here is just bleed the clock as much as possible at this point. Knoll working. And the Stevens defense, I mean, they're working real hard on defense here, trying to take the ball away. Marcus will pick up the foul here. Coming into the game, Jess Christensen. He'll come in for Brooks. And it looks like Lucas Marcus is going to leave the game as well. Dalton Shemansky comes on. Minute 21 to go here, and it'll be Sam DeGroat. No, one more substitute here. Drayson Paulson getting ready to come into the game for Stevens. And it looks like some bench clearing going to be happening here soon with about a minute to play. Knoll to Kremkes. Big hand for these starting five here all season long. As now they're called the 22nd timeout, we'll go ahead and rotate these players in with a minute to go. Both teams going to kind of clear their benches here. Big hand for the starters on both sides. Hard working all. And of course, the best of luck to the Rapid City Stevens Raiders in their SODAC 16 matchup, whoever it's against next week. DeAndre Painter from the free throw line. That's not quite good. Rebound by Lincoln. Lucas Honor puts that one back. That's not good. Spencer Schramm kicks it over. Now back to Painter. 43 seconds to go in the game. Owen Duffy. Back to Painter. Painter going to try to drive in. He works his way in, fakes a shot, goes up with it, and hits. He's up to 10 on the night. That's 5 players for Lincoln now in double digits. 70-54. And getting fouled there is Seth Powell. He'll go to the line for 2 with 23.9 to go. Owen Duffy will pick up that foul. Lincoln's first. And Powell to the free throw line. He hits him at 68.8%. So he's a pretty good free throw shooter. He hits this one. That'll cut the lead to 15. Make the score look a touch better. And make it 14-point lead, 23.9, 70-56. Painter will bring the ball up. Working against Powell. Gets it across half court, now drops it out to Duffy. And Duffy going to be content to just dribble this one out. And it looks like Rapid City Stevens will let him do that. He gets it over to Jaden Haley. Haley just going to hold the ball out there. 6 seconds to go, 5, 4. The final seconds will tick off. Lincoln will put the cap on a 19-1 season with this victory, a 70-56 win. So they will be the number 1 seed in the SODAC 16. We'll see what they do next week and who they play. We'll almost surely have it here on Live Ticket TV. Rapid City Stevens, they will drop to 7-13. Still in the SODAC 16, but we'll see who they play when everything shakes out. For everybody here at Live Ticket TV, Memphis, and of course Ashland Carley, they're not here today, but they did so much for us all season. I'm Bruce Andera. We hope you enjoyed. Have a good afternoon.